Okay, I've just gone live now and I just messaged Abby, so we'll give people a few minutes, I guess, and then we can
Yeah,
just
yeah,
jump
yeah.
straight into it.
I'm
I
gonna
guess.
check. I still don't see you live on Twitch. I still don't see you live on Twitch. Am I even following you?
I don't know, it bugs out sometimes, like
Yeah.
with Kimo's stream, I never see when he goes live, even though I follow him. It's kind of
Oh,
weird.
now I have you. Okay.
I can hear my own voice.
Yeah, sorry. I just muted the Twitch now. So I'm all set.
Okay, cool. Alright, let me remove this image. Maybe I can just...
By the way, do we have Kimo tier and Karen voice tier ready?
Oh, yeah, I haven't even done that yet. Hold on, let me do this.
Okay, S tier is okay. The image is ready.
No, this is the Kimo tier. Man, come on.
Exactly.
This is, okay, the Kimo tier, and then I mean, shall we do D tier like most overrated player spies tier or
No.
no?
Karen's voice tier.
Awesome. Okay, here we go. It's done. Okay, and I'm gonna see if I can zoom in just a little bit more. So, yeah, I guess that should be okay.
Well, if you could make it like whole window, because it doesn't take up the whole Twitch.
Yeah, no, I can't because I've got the chat on the right,
Yeah.
so that's why I wanted to keep it there.
They're still keeping the chat. Yeah, okay.
It's just we're forever
Makes
alone,
sense.
Karen. There's no one.
Okay.
There's no one here.
There are 9 people here already, and the rest of them are all pressing.
I think I need to move this. Let me just move this over here, and this one. Fuck's sake. One sec.
Mighty 9 viewers, man. $14, motherfucker. There you go.
Nice. Okay, let's do it then. So I think this is the. Is it the third?
The third edition.
Yeah.
Third.
For the fourth cup. Hold on. Wait, my text, the viewer stuff isn't showing up here either now. Holy fuck.
It has little delay, I think.
Nah, it's because I had it underneath something. There we go. It should be up now. Cool. Yeah.
Perfect.
So third edition of these prediction.
Yeah.
Rankings.
We have to say we were always right, right?
Only about a few things, like you know, we predicted Kimo being S tier, and he ended up winning the cup. So.
Exactly. So we were totally right last time.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you fucker says, we were right.
Okay, and so we've got another 16 teams to rank this time. And I guess like we have 55 minutes before you have a prac or something. Is that right?
Yeah, but we have 5 anyway, so I'm okay. But still, I wouldn't like to. It's longer than it's needed.
Yeah, well, especially with your D tier voice. After all, yeah. Okay. How the fuck do I make Kimo go to the back now? I mean, this is getting out of hand.
Hello, Avi.
There we go. Okay, he's disappeared. Hey, Avi, welcome.
So before we start, like generally speaking about this, fuck you, Bradley. About this cup, I guess we can say that there are few guys missing in like 800 plus department. So basically, I would say overall this cup is not as stacked. The teams look more like even. Every like team has like 500 600 player in the main lineup. Most of them have more than one, two. So I would say this cup looks much more even, and it has a bigger emphasis on 500 and 600 rated guys.
Yeah,
like looking at the paper, just
I
like that.
I agree with that, definitely. I mean, that's quite something as well, because I do think largely the teams in DC3 were actually very even. So it seems like every cup they seem to be getting better and better in terms of the spread. I guess that's like captains becoming a bit more aware and familiar with the draft as well.
Yeah, ratings are getting better and better, since there is like less and less new guys, or you are ranking someone for the fourth time. You know exactly where he is, where he isn't. So yeah, that's about that. I guess we can jump in.
Yeah, and we're going to do it group by group this time. I don't think we did that before, so maybe it'll make it easier to place teams.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
Let's do the blue groups.
Group A.
Oh, is it Group A? Okay. Group.
Great preparation, then.
Well, come on, that's not as bad as my DJ Booty from from the first tier stream. Okay, well let's start with Wayo's team then. So loser Crazy N, Voda, Tal, Creek, Keen, Darky, and Wayo.
Amazingly, they are called best friends forever.
Yeah.
And I would say this is a team of this team. Basically, how loser will interact with Creek and Talia, how Creek will interact with Talia, because they were in the same team last cup and they didn't get well long. So it's really interesting how this team will shape up.
Well, that's interesting, because I was considering picking Creek into my team to partner up with Kimmo. Considering he has once referred to him as a waterlogged creature, I figured it could be a good pairing. But no, I guess Creek and Tal is even better.
Yeah.
And why I had concerns that loser wasn't around, but it seems like he's turned up now, so they're ready to go.
Yeah, the thing with loser, like if he signs up, he's going to play. I mean, people give him bad reputation for a lot of stuff, but like when he signs up, he was never no-show, and he always carries his team.
Agreed. Where do you think this team sits in comparison to the other three in the group?
Wow, it's really hard to guess, because like they could basically, I'm surprised with Vios picking, because he took really strong attackers like Creek, Talia, Loser. Like these three guys could have been main runners for every other team.
Yep.
Even though I know Talia lately wants to defend preferably, but still he would have been a good runner for any other team. But overall, hard to say, because as we know, these cups, of course you can have like underrated players, but after all it's all about like team play and chemistry, and that's a big issue, the chemistry we can see in this team. Like we don't know what will come up.
Yeah, and like I don't really know what their defense is, because I mean Voda's gonna be their, I guess, key defender.
Yeah,
but like
he has to be the strongest defender there.
I was thinking that they might have to put Crazy in defense with him, and then you have loser mid, Tal, Creek attack. But then I guess maybe they'll have Darky defending with Voda.
I honestly think it will be Voda and Talia defending.
Oh, Talia.
Crazy
okay.
and mid,
Right.
Crazy and mid, and loser and Creek attacking.
Okay. Yeah.
But I guess we will have to wait and see the first matches. I think they can interchange positions depending on map. If you have map like Revenge where only one runner is sufficient, maybe they can put Creek running, and Loser is very well capable of killing everybody on mid as well. So I guess they will interchange the positions as needed, depending on map. But like, where do you see them like tier ranking? I think in this group they are going to playoffs, because 3 teams from 4 go to playoffs. I think they are going to playoffs.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're going to be a really awkward team to play against. We play them first actually on Wednesday, and I think what are the maps? Revenge, November, and Volt. And like this is a team that on maps like November and Revenge are going to be very awkward to play against, and loser's going to stack up and do his thing.
Did loser play against you?
No, we've not played the team yet, but we play them on Wednesday in the match.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I think it's a strong team. I don't know where in relation to the other teams right now. But yeah, I think it can make playoffs for sure.
Yeah. So we can maybe start with B and let's see how they will shape up.
Yeah, sure.
Let's move on to the team 2, which is your team. Great name, by the way. Ninner Circle.
Ninner Circle. Yeah. Well, it was going to be N64, but upon popular demand, we had to change it, and we adopted the Nick tag as well.
That's such a cocky move and not nice at all towards poor Nick.
No, it's a great reference for a great player.
Okay, you can interpret it like that, but for me you are a dick.
Oh, lovely. Well, I think this. So there was a trade announcement just like an hour ago or so. It's likely that we'll be losing Deep from the team, because he's not really enjoying UT Plus at the moment, which is really a shame. I was planning for him to run for
exactly
do the flag running for the team, and with Lemon coming in, he's going to be a defender, obviously. So
yeah. Is this pushing you into the flag? Is the question everybody wants to fucking know.
It probably will, yeah. Like, and even in Prakis where we did play with Deep, I don't know, like generally we're just lacking a bit of flag grabbing pressure at the moment, so it will probably have to change a bit, but generally I'm really happy with this team. I think Kimmo is finally rated where he should be rated, so he's now has to like pull his weight according to his rank now, I think, which I'm sure he can do. Physiak for me actually quite underrated at 800, and he's fragging a hell of a lot, which helps for someone like me who doesn't frag at all in attack. So that's kind of working out quite well. Jesse, I think, very good for 770, and Lemon also probably quite underrated at 690 when he comes in. So I'm really happy with the team.
600. He's not 690, no.
620, I think. Lemon.
Oh,
I think he's something like that.
Let me have a look. Lemon is 610, yeah.
610, right.
Yeah.
And
so
then
basically your main lineup is Jesse, Lemon D, Kimo mid, and you and Fizek attack.
Yeah.
With Avi jumping in defense and Subs jumping in attack.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good team.
Yeah, like I feel this team should make playoffs.
Yeah, especially since you are attacking now.
Oh geez, thanks. Yeah, but I don't know where. I mean, I guess I don't know where we sit in relation to the other teams at the moment in the group.
I see your team as a team being better than the first team, but individually it will be if anyone can match up to Lusa, because he's a guy who can like single-handedly push team to win any map, any game. I don't see anyone in your team like that, but your team is much more compact and like better balanced.
I think as well, like we're gonna struggle on probably like frag-based maps. I mean, like we don't particularly enjoy Revenge that much at the moment. That's probably not going to be a secret to many people. Like it's just one of those frag-based maps, and
pick Revenge if you are listening.
yeah, do it. But yeah, like maps like that, I think, like I don't know, maybe even things like Infested. I don't know. It's like I don't think we have as much frag power as other teams, and we're also one of. I don't think there's too many teams that don't have a 900. Maybe there's like 4 teams without a 900 player in them as well. So I think we're a balanced team without one of those like key star players.
Yeah.
So
I like it. So where are we putting you?
Well, okay, we'll stay B, and I'll bump one up over Wire's team for the minute.
Okay. Let's move on.
Yeah,
Team Flappy.
Flappy's team. We actually played them in a prac yesterday, and this is a fucking good team, actually.
Yeah,
They
it
they
is.
they played without Itai and quite
Who was defending then? Halu and
Flappy.
Flappy. Okay.
Yeah, and they won the pack fairly convincingly, by a couple of caps on each map, and like this is a really strong team. I think you've got Skip mid, Bad Shooter, and Rush attack. Rush is a really good player,
Rush is
probably
amazing
worth
player.
more than 595, I would say. Um, honestly, I think, and then you've got Halu and Itai defense with maybe Flappy will jump in there as well, but I think Halu is quite underrated at 620 as well, to be honest. He's a very good defender,
Yeah.
and Itai, as we know, can just pull out all sorts of
Defensive magic.
yeah. So for
Yeah.
me, this is A, at least at the moment.
Well, I wouldn't agree with that necessarily. I think this is the strongest team so far. I think it's strongly dependent on bad shooter because other next players like Flappy can jump into the defense if bad shooter is missing, yeah. But if bad shooter is missing and Flappy jumps into defense, it means Itai or Halu has to attack, and that makes them like really weak because Itai and Halu are great defenders, but like they are not as good attackers. So this team, like it has great core, Rush running, Skip on mid, and Itai in defense. It's amazing, but like there is nobody to replace bad shooter in position of providing the frags for Rush. So they are heavily dependent on bad shooter, who we know is an amazing player for 810, quite underrated, but like he hasn't been the most reliable guy in draft cups.
Sure. Yeah.
So I think they have obvious weaknesses. I mean, if you are losing one player, I don't think it would be as much a damage, but they would have to push defender into attack, which is really them.
But Bad Shooter has his Dutch buddy and counterpart Skip in the team, so I'm sure he'll get him to play. And I don't know, he's turned up to one pack already, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they are active, their strongest five looks
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Super good.
and
I would put them like the best team in the group so far, and I would put them like higher B probably, but maybe we can leave
Yeah.
them at A.
And do you know much about Porsche, by the way? About 400 American player?
I know that he is a decent American player. I believe above 750 in American drafts, but I don't know much about his availability. I haven't seen him play that many. I've seen him in packs like twice. I know that he's not like he's been around, but not that much.
Well, we have
We will have to see. He's not Magic, I can tell you that. He's
We have
not
a-
on that level yet.
a rather cryptic message from a guy called Porsche UT saying, I hear that Porsche guy is pretty good. So,
We are looking forward to that.
yeah. So, A tier deserved after
Okay.
that comment.
So the last team in the group stage,
Yeah, Hellraisers.
Hellraisers. When I was doing my notes before this, the only word I have for them is boring, because it's basically the same team as last cup. So I don't know what to say much. They just
Yeah.
replaced Clinic with Itai. I mean, yeah, okay, they want to play as Hellraisers. Kudos to them, but like, it's a fucking draft cup. I don't know. For me personally, it was fucking weird. Like watching Lockpick being picked like 7th or 6th pick in a second round.
Yeah.
Just because like Slovenian guys want to play together. Oh yeah, jeez. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, well, I can't blame them. We'd
yeah, I'm
like
not
to do that
blaming
if
them
we.
as well. I'm just saying like it's the second time in a row.
Yeah.
Like boring. That's all. I'm not saying it's bad or good, but like it's the same shit. You know, if every team repeated in every draft cup, I would call them boring as well. It's just like
Sure.
that's my honest opinion on them. I think they can be stronger now than last cup because, as we discussed, the overall level dropped a little bit. So I don't think they will be as weak in the group stage as they were the last cup, because the teams were much more stacked and they have basically the same
Yeah.
team, and the guys, they have amazing players like Nork, Prox, Rocky, Henky, Puppet. Lockpick, these are Clinic, these are all amazing players. So if they can squeeze a little bit of activity out of them, they are really underrated for their price.
Yeah, and they have a lot of experience playing together. We said this about them in the last tier list that we did. Like, they have a lot of potential, this team.
Yeah.
And one thing I just want to point out as well is in the last cup, okay, they didn't make it out of the group, but they almost did. I think we went down to the last week, and they were in like Iwan's group and Mello's group, and I can't remember the other team.
Yeah, they were really in a tough group, and they only miss out by points. But
yeah.
It was so close. Everything was so close.
Well, and everyone wrote them off. I mean, you wanted to put them down here.
Points. The last match just basically decided, and we put them C or D tier last.
Yeah, well, you wanted to put them straight into Karen's voice tier.
Yeah.
And we were just like,
that
well.
Time it was D tier. Sorry. That time it was only D tier.
but yeah, like I think this team again can. We can put them in C for now. I think they can surprise in this group, and they have potential to make playoffs as well.
Can. But if I would like grade 7 players based on like NVCTF experience and activity, I would give them C. I don't. They can make it to the playoffs. It's just on the paper. For me, they are the least favorites to do so.
Sure. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Okay, and one other thing I guess is like I think Lockpick said he's not going to be around in June or something like that, or maybe late May.
Yeah.
So that's just something else there. Okay, let's jump into Group B then, or the Orange Group. So we have Hodor's team, which he recently renamed to Alpha and his Omegas.
Okay.
Alpha.
I have little backside info from Hodor. He was one of the few captains who was willing to tell me, like he really wanted to play attack or mid this cup. So they will go for Alpha and Rafsio offense, Hodor mid, and Parafan Doxter as defenders in the main lineup.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is a strong team.
Yeah, I've not known Hector play out of defense in years, like I don't know, 2 or 3 years or something. Like he used to play all over, like any position, but he's recently like just done defense. So
and he was really good there. I think that's why he stick there for such a long time.
Yeah.
But like another team for this cup is I'm a defender, I want to attack, or I'm an attacker, I will be defense only cup. So he's just another of those guys like you or Ice Spice or anyone else who wants to just play a different position for this cup, and no one can blame them. Doing the same stuff for 15 years is just like so annoying.
Yeah, it does get to you a little bit, but I think this is quite a strong team, actually. I think it's going to depend a little bit on Raf, because one thing I'm concerned about with Raf is he's very, very sniper dependent when he attacks and flag runs, and obviously the rate of fire has been reduced significantly now, so that should make him a weaker player in ET+.
Well, but I know we are talking about these guys like they are sniper only or something, but I think people will be in the end surprised like how good combos Rafsio is doing, how effective with other weapons finals they can be. These are like really, really good players in a game that it's 20 years old. I mean, of course they can't choose the weapon of their like favorite choice, but it doesn't necessarily make them weaker. Maybe they don't like it, but maybe they could be even stronger now, because they will finally rotate the weapons and use something different than just like the weapon they were always going for, which was sniper.
No, sure. Like, Raf is more than capable of switching up his game to suit UT+. It's going to take practice. Like we all know, that guy hits like normally 30 plus headshots while he's running with flags, and he just kills people right next to him with his flick of the wrist. So it's going to be tough.
Name based, I think this is the strongest team so far. For me, they would win in Group A.
Okay, so you think even compared to Skip's team, stronger?
Yeah, I kind of think so. I think they have really strong offense. If Alpha and Rafsio are in attack, Hodor can do mid. We know he will be fallbacking when it's needed. And Parafan Dockster, indeed, it's like a lot of experience with Parafan. Dockster is really, really good TDA player. He will get only better, like with the time he spends in CTF.
Yeah, I've never seen the guy play before, but I'll take your word for it. And Shiva, really solid sixth player in that team. Not
Shiva
the most
is
active.
amazing player.
He's
That's
really
the
not.
only issue with him, that he's not so active, but he's worth more than 430 or how much it was, 460. Definitely capable guy. It's just like, is he around? Who knows?
Yeah,
but
and
skill-wise, he's really good.
And I really hope to see Acid Slam playing a few games.
Picked for the first time, right?
Yeah,
I think he signed up for the most Corona Cups, and this is the first time he actually got picked. And I don't think that's related to his skill or anything. It's just related to his activity. I don't think many people saw him playing like pugs or something.
Yeah.
So we will be all surprised to see how he's doing.
Well, hopefully he doesn't get, one of my concerns was maybe he was picked because he was the lowest ranked player, so it would make the draft easier. But I don't know. I really hope he gets some games. It would be really good to see.
Well, he will definitely play the Challenger games, I think.
Okay. Cool.
So
I Spy is saying Group B is a group of death, apparently.
Yeah,
so
I agree with him.
Okay, well, let's jump into Disc's team then. So, for me, this is either high A or maybe
this
even
is
Kimmo.
tier.
You think Kimmo too?
Okay. Without any doubt.
Okay.
Like, Disc managed to pick up Breach in defense. That's fucking scary. You have, and at the one of the end of map you have Disc, and the another end of the map you have Breach. Like, if I was playing against them, I don't know if I want to defend or attack. I don't want to do either of these two against them. Like, this is really solid team, and complement that with like Special One and Jusic and Sandwich, or who was there? No, Spirit and Oberchev. Jesus, this team is scary. And you have Duxak, that's also a strong guy who has now an experience. He played all the challenger matches. This team is a Kimmo tier team for sure.
Yeah, I mean, even if you just like add up, the top two, right? So Breach and Disc, that's 1860 there, and you do that for all these, and it doesn't add up for all the others.
Nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and
like, the player I'm most excited for in that team is Special One. For 670, for me, he could be like one of the most underrated players we have. He's really, really good in comms, in fragging, in team play. So I'm really to see this team work. They have Jusic. Basically, Disc went for head for head. Like, finals is replaced by Jusic now in his team. So we'll see how this one will go again.
Yeah, it's literally like Disc running with just like headshots around him, basically, with Jusic and Special One.
And you know what? I love this for these Instagip guys. There is no one better to get around in a team than with Disc. They will learn so much, and he's always open to give them feedback and to tell them how to play, what to do, what to improve.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. It works both ways. Like, Disc is benefiting from it a lot, and these guys then can move on to another teams and show their worth.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So without a doubt, for me, Kimmo tier team. We can go on.
Yeah, I agree with that. And Bong saying Special One is a fraud, Div 5 player. That must be why he didn't pick him into his team, which was like one of the biggest surprises for me in the draft. Like, just don't understand what happened.
Bong just fucked it up. He told me, like, come on, last draft he was picked in the last round. Well, then everybody saw how he played. So how come you expected the same, Bong?
Yeah. No, it's a good team, and also Dixit in the team. He was ranked near the bottom, where Acid Slam is, and I'd like to.
Yeah, but he has much more experience now, and he has like hours of CTF under his belt.
Yeah, and practicing quite a lot for the BT Cup as well, I hear. So it'd be good to see as well. And okay, let's move on to the boys.
The boys, notorious team. everyone's favorite players meet in one fucking team. We are of course referring to Pete, Padawan. So
Yeah.
what do we think about this team, man?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's. I don't feel on paper it's the strongest one team that Pete has fielded in a draft cup.
Well, obviously
But
DC1 team
DC1
was
was
broken
insane.
as fuck.
Yeah,
No DC team will ever match that.
but I think this team could make playoffs still. You know, Pete. You know, I've watched some of his streams over the last couple of days, and again, he's just playing insane as always. At the moment, he's paired up with Bernie again. The two of them play together very frequently.
Yes.
He knows Padawan very well, and as far as I know, I've never seen Padawan play, but I hear he's an amazing flag runner.
Well, he used to be one of the best flag runners. He used to be one of the best cover players. He was
Right.
really, really great. But like, we are talking about time span, which is like at least 15 years ago, and the guy
Sure.
has serious like wrist issues. He can't really play that much.
Okay.
And
Okay.
yeah, so I honestly think he's a little bit overrated. But Padawan is always going to bring a CTF quality and team play. Always to any team.
And we have fellow Tommy at 705, who I believe is still bidding to get his first playoffs position. So maybe in this team, you know, he
He's the
can
curse of the draft.
make it, you know. And Muho, I think 615 is actually a very, very good price for Muho.
Yeah, this team for me on paper looks strong. For me personally, Bernie Tommy D is quite strong. Like, you can juke Bernach easily, but that guy has a fucking frag power. He's a machine. In the middle, I guess this time it will be Pete playing the mid. And in attack you will have Padawan running with Muho providing the frags, the timing, because he's really good TDM player. For me on the paper these teams look really good. And if I would have to bet, I would say they would be second in their group just after the Disc team.
What, above Hodor's team?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like Pete is a kryptonite for Parafan and Dockster defense.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Like, okay.
This team is like they can switch whatever is needed whenever is needed. If they are playing against strong attack, they can put Pete in D and he will just destroy everybody with 80 plus frags and he will control the game from defense. If they are playing against like weak defense team, he can push more and just like destroy their defense. So yeah, it's like with Disc, like these two guys are unmatched. So yeah, this team will go from the groups for sure for me.
So I mean, we currently have all three teams from Group B at the top at the moment. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with iSpice. This is a group of that.
Okay. Let's go on to the last team in Group B then, Team Neverland.
Yeah.
So this is, we got Tension, Balls, Black Mane, Uzi, Ravyi, Oleg, and Hit.
Yeah, Black Mane was Oleg's first pick, and honestly, I was super surprised. Not questioning like Black Mane's capability and skill as a player, but like his availability and the time difference from America to here, I was really surprised how come he was his first pick for the whole draft. But then I spoke to Oleg and he told me he wanted Black Mane from beginning as a good runner.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew if he picks him in the first round, he will still have enough money to pick up Tianxin in the second round. So however this team could look random on the paper, it's exactly Oleg's plan. So we will judge after the group stages how good Oleg plans was, but I can confirm that the picking went to his plan. I kinda agree with Valko there, but we will have to see the group matches to see how it goes. But I think they will play Oleg Uzi defense, Tianxin mid, and Black Mane Balls attack.
Mm-hmm.
we will see how this team will go. They have Ravia, who is all-rounder, really experienced player. He can fit in defense, in attack, and they have Hit, who is amazing pickup for 4-5-5. I think this team has an amazing challengers team lineup with Ravia, Oleg, and Hit. But we will have to see if they will gel. I honestly, Oleg Uzi defense is good. They are both strong guys, but you know there is missing someone like above 800 to carry this defense. We will only have to wait and see how they will match up against top guys like Disc and Pete in their group. That's really hard group to defend against.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I do think this is probably the weakest team in Group B. It's the defense for me which is gonna struggle, like you sort of alluded to there. Especially against like a Disc, a Pete, an Alpha as well.
If they were in any other group, in Group A, they will for sure fight for playoffs. But this Group B is terrible group to be in.
Yeah, agreed.
So it's gonna be super hard for them.
Okay, cool. So I've put them at the end of B tier then. At the lower end of B tier.
Yeah, I kinda agree.
Okay. Cool. I suppose thinks Balls Oleg defense would be the best for them. Yeah, it could work as well.
Yeah, but Balls is also a good attacker. Balls, I don't think he cares. He's super good everywhere. I think he's one of those solid guys. You can put him to defense, middle, and attack, and he will do always the same great job.
So
but
now
still, they are playing against big guns. So
now we have Group C.
Yeah.
This is starting with Bong's team, C Papi. Finals has been valued about 200 or so, 300 higher than he was in the previous cup.
He was 670.
670.
So now he's
okay.
170 above.
Yeah. And now the star player of the team with Kepper flag on. Finals plus Kepper is kind of reminiscent of finals plus Disc, really. So that's probably a plan that will work well. Bong probably defending with Bio, or maybe Bong mid, or Bong attacking with Kepper with finals mid, something like that.
I think something like that. I think like Bio, Pika will defend, Keppa will be flag running, and finals Bong will do whatever is needed, whatever is necessary for the team.
Yeah. So, and then there's Bug, who is like a sort of unknown Insta player, at least in the CTF community. I think he's been valued quite highly, just in case he does become like a finals, basically.
I don't think there will be anyone ever becoming finals. Like people expect whenever like Instagibber joins that he will play like finals there. Like they neglect that there are even levels in Instagram. Like finals there is top 5 Instagib player. It doesn't mean that any Instagib player who will join us will suddenly do 60 headshots per map. It's just finals style, because Nani is rated as well as finals in Instagib, but he has completely different style in normal weapons. So people are scared to meet another finals there, but there won't be any another finals there.
Where do you think we place them?
I think I like this team on paper. I think Bio, Pika, these are experienced defenders. I think they have Keppa in attack and Bong finals there on mid. On paper, I like that they have covered all bases. So I would put them somewhere B. I think they have covered the bases similarly like your team. But I'm a little bit worried about like Keppa's activity, because we know in DC3 he was super active, he was pugging every day, but he kind of little bit disappeared since then. So it will all depend on him for me in this team, because he is amazing. He's an amazing guy you can build your team upon, but we will see if he's super active for that.
Yeah, I agree. For me, you're right. It's a well-balanced team. It does seem quite similar to my team in that balance and the lack of like a star player, like a 900 player as well. B tier for now. I agree.
Yeah.
Now we have your
Mm.
team, Karen.
Yeah.
Team
The
Voyager. Currently
Bon
lacking a team
Voyage.
name.
We already have a team name. It's Bon Voyage.
Bon Voyage.
So,
Okay.
yeah, amazing team name. So yeah, Voya went, I guess, for team of people he likes, he knows, and he included Bradley in there because nobody knows and likes Bradley, of
Sorry,
course.
who?
Bradley,
That you mean Bardley?
partly. Yeah.
Which is now his name in the team,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think this is a nice team. Like, I wouldn't say we are the strongest team, but I don't think we are a weak team either. I think this team is. This will give a lot of chance for 600 rated guys like Rednas, Flag Bunny, and Bradley to shine and show their worth because they will be getting a lot of games and possibly all of them together at the same time, and they will be playing like against the big guns. So I'm excited to see how this will go, but honestly, I love this team. Like, people there are awesome, so I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to see how well we will do.
I'm thinking at the moment like the defense in your team is actually quite scary. Like Honto and Rednas, I think they're going to be two very like well complemented defenders for each other's styles. Like
exactly.
it's not going to be.
Rednas is rocket, flak cannon, and Hunter is shock, sniper, telefragging guy.
Yeah, and like let's not forget both of them are going to spawn on your face everywhere that you go. so like it's just not going to be enjoyable at all.
Yeah.
Attacking against your team. I think for me, you know, you have you as probably the flag runner in this team. Cirque is covering, maybe vice versa, and then I guess it depends a bit on Flag Bunny's activity.
Yeah, or Bradley's.
Yeah, again, like I'm seeing a well-balanced team here, but yeah, and you got the star player this time in Hunter. So I don't really know where to place you, to be honest.
I think we could be like B tier team without a problem. I think we have bases covered. Like we have great defense and we have experience attack with Cirque and Bradley and me. Only place I think we are a little lacking, like officially, is somebody playing mid, providing like finals yes capability of fragging, but that's really hard to find like in this whole roster, let alone in our team. So I think we are like kind of B team.
Yeah, I mean you could have Hunter mid and then you know Flag Bunny defending with Rednas or you know Voya even.
Yeah.
So there's options there for sure.
Yeah, I think we will be strong in challengers games because, like as I said, most of the guys will play anyway all the matches. So the chemistry and team play will be there, and they will be like used to play against big boys. So in challenger matches, it will be a little bit easier, I guess. So we will see how it goes.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go mid B for now. And then we have Lava's team, and I think we were all a little bit surprised with how Lava's first picking went because she was planning to go for who was it?
I mean, everyone knew she was going for Luza. Everyone knew she's going for Alex.
Right,
and then she had a little bit Ice Spice moment. Like she took a timeout like 15 seconds after like Vio picked loser. She was panicking. But in the end, I have to say I like the team.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, we have to ask Vader if he likes the team, but for me, on the paper, it looks really good.
I agree. I think this is. I mean, look, the weakest player is Lava.
Yeah, 530.
Like,
that's insane. They have Andy, who is 540, but we know like Andy in pair with a good defender, who, for example, Stallion is for sure.
yeah.
And Shine. Like Andy just needs a leash. He's like a golden retriever, but if he's on a leash with someone really strong, he can turn into fucking pitbull. So I like this team.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have any star, but they have all their bases covered really well. I think they will have like the main lineup: Stallion, Vader, D, Smoke mid, and Tenno Matt or Tenno Lava attacking. And for me, I think there is a lot of people who say Smoke is shit player. I kind of don't agree with this, and I think this will be his time to show them that he's a really good mid player and possibly a little bit underrated. And I see them possibly even winning this group, but this group I think is also super close, so we will have to wait and see. But I think they could be the best team in this group, maybe.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I think the top. I don't know Mets that well, but I mean, looking at this top four plus H2, that is a really solid team. Again, like
Yeah.
just well balanced team, and I think what we're noticing is kind of what you said at the start of the stream, but because we're lacking a lot of like the 900 plus players, we're seeing a lot more of like these teams around the mid area of salary who are just looking well balanced, and I think, yeah, for me in Group 3, I think this is the best team at the moment.
Mhm.
I think they should win the group.
And the last team in the group stage, in the group
Evergreen,
C, is Evergreen, Sejuro's team.
and I don't know if they chose that name just because they happen to be in the green group, but they ended up with the name, so it's nice.
It's nice. It's
Yeah.
nice indeed.
What do you think?
Well, I think Sejuro picked really well. Honestly, it's the same case as Mislava. Like the weakest player is 535, but the other two players are 600. So I think in Challengers game, this is possibly the best Challenger team in the whole roster. With Maharaja, Magic, Rekka playing all the games.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
and even the main lineup, I really like Annie for 770 in pairing with Flo, who is really good hit scan weapon player with sniper shock. Annie is experienced guy. I think their defense is strong. They can also have Rekak in D. They can have Sejuro doing mid attack, whatever is needed, and then you have Light, who is really like the star player of the team. So I really like this team as well. I think they will be fighting with Lava's team possibly for the first spot.
Yeah.
In my opinion, in this group. But we will see like how their team play will go. But I like their chances.
is Sajuro still playing with Ping?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely he is. There is no chance Sejuro is 615 without Djibouti ping. He would be like 850 if he was on
Sure.
French ping.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't really. I haven't seen Flo play a lot. I didn't see him play at all in the last cup, and I know he's been ranked quite a bit higher since then.
Yeah, a lot higher, from 430 to 670.
Okay.
That's just like incredible jump.
Yeah.
But like Flo deserves it. Flo's been really well playing whole cup. Like we could always rely on him. We were in the same team. Managed to get third. So yeah, Flo is a really good defender, and he spent the whole cup next to Hunter. So he learned the tricks
Sure.
which he needed to learn.
And what is Rekka's position?
Rekak is usually defending.
Okay, so
Ping.
I mean, this team is lacking to me then a strong mid. I mean, they might have to rely on Light to do the mid.
Yeah, Light can do the mid,
Yeah.
Sejuro can do running.
Yeah. It could work
So-
well. Yeah, I agree.
Cool.
Um,
Yeah. Man, as I said, I think they have the strongest challenger lineup. In the whole cup, the paper.
no, I think for me, Maharaja was, I think, voted one of the most underrated players in the Cup Awards or the Pug Awards recently as well.
He was what?
Underrated player.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, I think he's a really good pickup at 535. Unfortunately for him, I don't think he wanted to captain yet another draft cup, and he was saved by Pete at the last moment. So yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose
So-
thinks this team is Kimo tier.
Wow. Well, could be. We will have to wait and see. But for me, they are like B team. Like the whole group C seems kind of B-ish for me.
Yeah.
But we will have to wait and see. I guess like these people probably practice it a lot already, so basically they can know more than we do. But like this is the beauty of our
Yeah.
predictions because we don't know shit and we are just talking about them.
We don't know shit. We're just talking shit.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. Especially based on how the last ones have gone as well.
Come on. We got the winners, right?
We got the Kimmo. Yeah, that's all that matters. Okay. Let's jump into Group D then. Laser Sharks. So Mellow, Bounce, Playful, Ace,
Mhm.
Sandwich, Flask, and Pun.
Yeah. So Pan was the captain for the first time.
Mhm.
We spent quite a time talking together, like about how to pick, what to pick, and he kind of told me that like it's better to go for attacker. He had an option between Ivon, Hunter, Mello, and he went for Mello.
Mhm.
And I kind of understand his reasoning because in the whole roster, it's easier to get like better defenders around 750, 800 than better runners because there are just few of them. So in his mind, he decided to go with more attacking player, and I guess looking at his team, he did a good choice because like his defense is Playful and Bounce, who were second in the previous cup defending together,
Yeah.
and he still got Mello to complement that team. I think on the paper, Pan did amazing decision, even though people were laughing why he didn't go for Ivon or Hunter, who are generally like thought of as a better player than Mello. And I think Pan did calculated decision, and I think these teams shape up really well. And in attack, he will have Ace and Sandwich, which is like enormous pressure for any defense. Like these both guys can pull up more than 20 grabs per map, so it will be really hard to defend against them, especially
Yeah.
with Mello on mid.
I think like Ace plus Sandwich attack could struggle a bit against some of the better defenses. I mean, I know Ace and I struggled. Like we worked like quite well together and enjoyed the games that we played, but we against the stronger defenses we really struggled. And you know, Ace plus Sandwich might find the same thing there as well, but they have at least got Mello to support them from the mid now.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I think like the defense and mid really quite solid, but then it's just going to be the offense. So really going to have to lean on Mello to not do his, you know, highly defensive mid that he usually, in my opinion, does.
But like, why not? I mean, they can still be winning matches 1-0 with
Right.
Bounce, Playful defense,
Yeah.
and Mello on the mid. If they have Ace and Sandwich who will put constant pressure on defense, why not? I mean,
Yeah.
I think this team is strong, and I think they can go really far in the cup. I like this team a lot.
Okay. So you would go low A, high B?
I will go low 8
Low A?
for this
Okay.
team. Yeah.
Can start there.
Yeah, especially because we know defense is proven. They have already a team play. That's a huge plus in any draft cup. Like Bounce and Playful spent 3 months together in the team, and they were doing same positions, which they will do now again. So, yeah, I think this team is strong.
Yeah, agreed. And Bounce only seems to be getting better and better as well.
Yeah,
with
definitely.
with practice. So
If he's active, he's a monster
Yeah.
defender.
okay, let's do Swedish threesome. And
This is Nudla's team.
just like
Uh,
I'm only seeing 2 Swedes here. So what's what's this, what am I missing?
I don't know. Ask Nudla.
Is there a fake Swede? Maybe Botonix's fake passport is actually Swedish. I don't know. Okay, so we got like Yes Lifer 880, I guess the same rank as last cup approximately.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Botonix, Irony, Nudler, Lama, Psy and Scream.
So what do you think about this team?
Well, the defense could be up there with one of the best defenses, to be honest. Like Botonix
With
and
Botonix
Irony.
and Irony?
Yeah. I think that's a really solid defense. Yes, Life mid. Nudler would probably cover for Lama flag running.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's frag heavy. this team.
Yeah,
Apart
yeah.
from Lema,
It screams frags all over them.
pun intended, or they have to play Scream to make that
Yeah.
happen. But I think, like, I don't know, very frag heavy team. Are they going to beat Laser Sharks in the group? Probably not.
I'm not sure. For me, this one issue is that Batonix and Irony, for me, have very, very similar style of defending. Like it's sniper shock based defense, or really based on frags rather than chasing people. So that could be something which some teams can exploit, and they are heavily, heavily depending on Slifer. But if he shows up, they are a really strong team.
Yeah.
Because Nudla can provide amazing number of covers and frags for lamers flag running. But I still think Melo team is stronger. I would put them like in the B tier.
Yeah, I've gone high B for the time being. And I don't know much about Sai, 495 Portuguese player.
Yeah, I know he's an instagibber who is very capable in TDM, and he started bugging lately as well. And I hear only like good things about him, and he's willing to practice and to show up. So I think he will be a good pickup.
Yeah, like I think this challenger team could do quite well. I mean, Scream, Sai, and Lema. That
Yeah,
like I'm quite liking the
definitely.
team overall. Okay, no snakes. This is
Hello, Nubs. No snakes there. Wow, this team on the paper is really strong for me. I think iSpice tried himself into Walkos or Disc's team. By the time no one else would pick him up, because he made his wishes like really clear, and he got his wish fulfilled, and he's finally playing with his pal Walko, and they have LK, and they have Gag, Gabriel, Smoothie, Crippen. I think this is a strong team.
yeah,
And
yeah.
they have bases covered amazingly with Valko in the LK possibly mid or attack, and iSpice mid or interchange what is needed.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't believe that iSpice will be defending.
yeah.
It's like with you.
I think in this team, he should attack. I mean, you could have Valko and Spies defending, and then you're probably looking at one of the strongest defenses in the cup again.
Yeah.
But then they're relying, Gabriel would be a solid attacker. LK would be a solid mid. I mean, it could work if they did that. They could, build from the back, because if they had Spies, Valko D, and LK mid, that is ridiculously strong back three.
Yeah.
And then,
It is. It is a really good like backbone.
but yeah, it's just like, if it makes sense for them to do that. I prefer Spies running in this team,
I
personally.
think everyone prefers iSpice running in every team except for iSpice. So
Yeah, I think this is a good team actually.
it is. I
yeah.
agree. For me, the biggest advantage for them is if they are like trailing one gap behind anybody, and iSpice is doing defense or mid or whatever shit he's doing, he can just pick up armor and go make 2-3 quick runs, and they can change the tide of the whole game just by that, just by the surprise factor, because defenders were used to for like 17 minutes to defend against different attackers, but suddenly like iSpice come with his super fast run, which can't be really replicated by Gek or Gabriel, and it could be turned into an advantage basically if he pushes from defense when it's needed. So
Yeah.
I think they are a strong team with like a lot of versatility, and they can only go far. Like I see them like doing quarterfinals, semifinals, possibly.
Would you rank them higher than Melo's team, than Pun's team?
Hard to say. Hard to say. I think not now, because I don't know if they will play Walcott D, LK mid, and iSpice running.
Well, Spies just said that he will run, I mean, for me, I like the sound of like Gek defending with Valko, Gabriel and LK covering spies. I think
exactly.
I think it could
They
work
don't
really
need
well.
two attackers. When you have Ice Spies, you can just do quick rounds. Gabriel will take all the power ups, and LK
Yeah.
will provide all the frags Ice Spies need.
Yeah.
I think it's a no-brainer. This team is strong.
And then Smoothie, 5'10", and Krippen in the team.
Yeah, I think Smoothie is really underrated. For 5'10", I would rank him 600. That guy is getting better immensely, and he could be the pickup for this team as well, special pickup, and he can do whatever is needed, and he can provide a lot of frags.
Mm-hmm. And
I fancy this team a lot, so we will see how they will manage.
And we have Krippen as well, and for me, like Krippen, and I went for subs as my first pick at 390, and I think probably like for me subs and Krippen in that range were some of the better value, like the best value players down there. So I think strong challenger team again with Smoothie and Krippen. They should go far.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we have
Team Canada.
Team Canada, and like,
what the fuck? Like, before we say anything, like, it's just incredible guy. He even bought a fucking mouse to stupid shit tech set so he can play. I mean, what a fucking captain is that? Like,
wow.
Seriously, Meg, like, what a guy you are. Supporting that cripple.
Like, something that should be said maybe is like, we said earlier with this team, they're the only team that I have, I don't know, what is it, 1860 value in the top two.
Yeah.
But actually, I1 and Texit
These are
combined
pretty close.
is quite close, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, we played against this team recently, and I think we won a map when they played their challenger team, and we lost quite convincingly when they played their actual team.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen Brave Sif play before, but damn, that's a good player.
Yeah, Braveheart is amazing old school player. He used to be, if not the best Polish player, he was the top Polish player for sure. Played in Euro Cups. Yeah, he has so much experience. He's a cool guy, like really chill. And 700 right now for him, in my opinion, is too much. But I think it won't take him long when he sits above 700 easily in his ranking.
Well, yeah, I mean, from my perspective, ranked the same as me and just destroyed me in that prac. So for me, 700's more than, like, I think he could be higher than that. But I'm only basing that on one map pretty much. But yeah, really good player. And throughout the course of the cup, if he is if he needs practice, he's just going to get that as he goes through, and so he should get better and better.
Yeah, exactly. Same goes for Kras, who is also fucking experienced player who used to play for Insane and has also Euro Cups under his belt. Like Euro Cup experience, not like winning it. But yeah, also another old schooler, really good player, and they can only get better. And they are active. Both of them are super active. And then, so I'm really looking forward how this team will do.
And we got like 2 cup winners as well, Puka and John G, from the previous cup in Disc's team. And for me, I only saw John G play for the first time yesterday, and wow, like,
you haven't seen whole last cup, the John motherfucking G. Come on, man.
I watched some of the streams, like, yeah, but I'd never played against him or with him on a map before.
Yeah.
And
he's improved a lot, and you can see it in his ranking is like 120 above he was the last cup, so he got a big push.
Yeah, but really, really solid defender, I think.
Yeah.
And then Mag himself, like, just relentlessly attacking.
Yeah, amazing pickup. Like, if he wasn't the captain, I think everyone would go for him. For that money, he's super reliable. He will do his job, and he's like a really good flag runner. So I think this team is strong. I think they are much stronger in back than in front. Honestly, like they are not A tier, but they are a strong team for me. Like a middle B tier, something like that. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I think with Ion and Texit playing together in this team, like that alone is just scary, you know.
Yeah, but like Texet also wrote only "I will attack this cup" and shit like that, and we know he will end up in defense. So it's just like people just putting stuff there which doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'm kind of pissed about it. Why they even put it there when they end up doing the position when everyone knows which will do anyway. So
Well, I have great sympathy for those people, but it means fuck all to most others. So yeah, okay. Okay, so mid B. I don't know. I think this team is probably a bit stronger than mid B, but at the moment we don't have any team in Karen's voice tier, and you know maybe that's appropriate. You know maybe no team can
no
be.
team is that bad, man.
Yeah, yeah. Like I don't think it can be.
Like honestly, DC3 was super close and there weren't any rapes, and I think possibly this cup is even closer. Like on the names, I think this could be a really close cup, but I guess we will have to wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know how to change it really. I mean, one thing I'm noticing is we've got like most of the groups next to each other in here as well, and I'm not sure like that makes much sense really.
Yeah, it doesn't. Definitely it doesn't. But like no one can expect anything with sense from us.
I mean, okay, if we start from the bottom, so I think we've got Hellraiser's ranked lowest, Team Neverland, right? Bong's team. Yeah.
But honestly, this whole like B tier, like any of these teams can beat any other team, in my opinion. It's not like I don't know. I just don't see any like obviously weaker team than the others in tier B. What people think, but yeah.
Skip's just donated £10. Didn't watch the stream, but I think he said something about Mermaid being a cunt. So that's
that's fucking accurate.
It disappeared before I could read all of it. But yeah, thank you, Skip, for the donation, and I did appreciate your reaction of cunt show to Avi's announcement earlier today. It was very very fitting. But
Very Nigelly.
Are we doing? Is there a prize pool, by the way, for the cup?
Is there what?
Is there any prize pool for the cup this time?
I don't know about it.
Because if there is, it will just it will go toward whatever prize pool is there. But
okay.
Yeah, it would be good. Did we do prize pools in the previous cup eventually, or?
I don't think we had any prize pools.
Okay.
I mean, we had something in DC2, but it went to streamers, I guess. So.
Right. Well, in which case, Skip, thank you for your kind donation to the BT Cup. It will.
Put it into Kimo's division, please.
Yeah. Or Iwan's division 3. He could always steal it. You never know.
Man, Bunny Track with like 1 million in donations. It's incredible.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Okay, but that's for another video.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think this is looking?
Yeah, I think on the paper, for me, the weakest team was again the Slovenian team, and the strongest team was this team. In whatever in between that is just like really hard to guess, and like there is no scientific approach to rate them or something. So I think this looks normal for me, and it again resembles of a fuck you sign finger. So
yeah. But how do we?
Every one of them all the time looks like that, so that's perfect.
How do we end up doing that all the time? What the fuck? I mean, the one thing I'll finish on maybe is like, so we got Disc Team as Kimo tier. I think it could be a risky placement for them, just because like it depends if Jusic shows up in a way, and like I don't know. It depends
I think
how
Jusic will show up in this scheme.
you think.
I think every one of these Instagram players, they know Jusic as one of the top players,
Yeah.
and they've been watching him, even though like normal weapon CTF wasn't their favorite mode, but they know Disc and everything about him. So I think Jusic is quite stoked to be in his team. So I think he will show up for sure. I don't have any doubt about that.
I'm gonna move Pete's team just a few down in A. I think
Oh my
I think
God.
they could struggle just against looking at some of the other teams in A. Like
Mhm.
I just think they could. So I'll bump them down a few here. And I'll sandwich them in between the Reds, and yeah, no, I think it looks good.
Yeah, I'm kind of like happy. How does it look? I just hope that Slovenian team doesn't win. After this, we would look like total dickheads.
I don't know. I think on paper we've put them in the right place. It's just I do think they can surprise, and that although they got knocked out in Group D last cup, they almost made it out, and
Yeah, it was just the last round.
yeah.
And this cup is even less stacked. So if they keep on going with the same team, and the cups will get less and less stacked,
Yeah.
they will have bigger chances every time.
Yeah. So we'll see. I guess that wraps it up then, right?
Yep.
Happy with the positions.
Yeah, I'm happy with the fuck you finger. So our job is done, I would say.
Yeah. And I haven't seen, just having a quick scroll through the comments, I don't really see anyone saying we've placed anyone ridiculously off, so I guess we'll see as the games play out.
Yeah, this is the first time no one is fighting with us in the comments. It's weird. Either everyone get bored of it, or just like I don't think anybody agrees with our ratings. So
I'd just call it.
Ice Spice says lack of C tier and current voice tier. Yeah, but like, who would you put there?
No, I'm gonna live in blissful unawareness of the comments now, because we're stoking a fire, Karen. It's about to all kick off.
Let's not poke these guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Then.
Cool. So lowest of them all is Karen's voice. So congratulations for that one, and
Shout out to Halu. Shout out in my weird voice.
Yeah. It can only improve over time as well, right? So
Not with the voice.
just keep practicing.
That's fucked up forever.
All right, cool. So this went about 15 over what we estimated, but that wraps it up. So thanks everyone for watching the stream, and good luck in all the games.
Cup,
yeah, absolutely. I think this is, for me, I agree. It looks like the most evenly balanced teams of all of them. So it's only gotten better. And good luck, have fun, and goodbye.
And enjoy, everybody, the cup. And give money to streamers and donate to back channels and whatever, guys. Take care.
Yeah. Cheers.
Bye bye.
Bye.